When we picture a cyber attack, we usually imagine someone in a dark room typing complex code to break into a digital fortress. The reality is that modern cybersecurity systems, like firewalls and enterprise encryption, are incredibly robust. Breaking through them by sheer technical force takes massive amounts of time, money, and resources. So, cybercriminals adapt. Instead of fighting their way through fortified technology, they look for the path of least resistance. They bypass the software entirely, targeting the people operating the network. Instead of attacking the digital infrastructure directly, an attacker bypasses the firewall entirely to target human trust. The goal is to manipulate an employee into unknowingly acting as an insider threat. They trick you into opening the door from the inside. Attackers want you to take a specific, unsafe action, like clicking a malicious link, downloading an infected file, or approving a fraudulent payment. Hackers do not always need to attack systems. If they can successfully trick a person into willingly handing over access, the result is exactly the same. To make these attacks work, social engineers weaponize natural human emotions to bypass our logical decision-making. They often rely on urgency and authority. You might get a message from someone claiming to be your CEO, demanding an immediate wire transfer to secure a vendor contract. They also use fear. An attacker might send a warning that your payroll account is locked, creating an immediate sense of panic. Or they use a quieter trap, curiosity. They might send a link to a supposed confidential file about upcoming bonuses, luring you in with intrigue. Regardless of the emotion they target, the strategy is identical. They want to force a rapid reaction before you have time to pause, think clearly, and evaluate the request. Let's look at how this plays out in an everyday workplace scenario. Imagine receiving a direct, friendly message from someone claiming to be from your internal IT support team. They present a fabricated problem, perhaps a sync error with your email, and immediately offer a quick, painless solution so you don't lose any work. Then comes the trap. To run the fix, they ask you to reply with your current password. It sounds helpful, but legitimate IT departments and official support teams will never ask for your password under any circumstances. Whenever an official-sounding request violates a core security rule, you are looking at the clearest indicator of a social engineering attempt. Because these attacks rely purely on your speed and reaction, the ultimate countermeasure is simple: slow down the interaction. This framework breaks down the defense process. First, stop. Resist the urge to click, reply, or panic. Second, verify. Confirm the request through an independent, trusted communication channel. Third, report. Alert your IT team immediately to protect others. Applying this simple framework disrupts the attacker's entire strategy. You go from being a vulnerable target to an active interceptor of cyber threats. A secure network requires the active participation of every individual in the organization, well beyond the technical safeguards built by the IT department. Pause before you trust, verify before you act, and report before a threat spreads. Awareness gives you power. Because hackers attack people, people are the ultimate first line of defense. This cybersecurity reminder is brought to you by Experts Academy, where expertise can make a difference.